Hey guys.
Yo.
What's up?
This is episode 29 of Two Random Dudes.
I kind of like the background over here, like the wood and everything. It looks like we're in an actual studio. Of course, we're not. And I think they actually turned up the background music.
Studio, aka Panera. Then yes, we are. We are live right now.
Is this the best timing?
New people just sat down in front of us.
Around 11 is when people start to grab lunch, so this will be a short podcast. So let's go ahead and jump into it.
Well, short, is that the joke, or is it like really short?
No.
You're gonna cut it off in like 10 minutes.
We'll see.
We asked the people around us if we could talk first, and they were fine. But now new people are here, so if you're watching, feel free to ask us some questions. If you're not and you're watching the recording later, you can tweet me at DayCallMeGeo, DEY, call me Geo. So we have a few topics. Oh yeah, I posted just last night, I think, the Greg podcast on iTunes or whatever. So that's up. It was live last week.
Podcast.
Yeah, so that just went up. If you haven't heard that one, it's a good friend of mine. He's a cop, so we got to hear some of his stuff. So let's see some of the topics. And I'm not going to show it too quick because I want you not to read ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first topic, I don't know if we talked about it, but I just wanted to talk about it again just to make sure it was dead. Tide Pod Challenge.
Is it done?
I hope it's done because people are actually doing it. The suicide, the poison hotline is getting more reports than they've ever had about it.
How many people have died from it?
I don't know.
Or is it just more like,
or
is it just more like people, have to go to hospital, they have to get like their stomachs pumped and everything?
I hear more people dying from the flu. The flu is crazy this season.
Yeah, I heard about that too. Like the strand is mutated where like if you get the flu shot, it still is like ineffective.
Yeah, so just wanted to say, Two Random Dudes do not promote Tide Pods. Do not eat.
We should create something else. Like instead of a Tide Pod, we'll do like a donut pod or something.
What's a donut pod?
We just stuff donuts in our mouth. I don't know.
I wonder, we can't even see. Where is the live chat? Because here's the public view. You can't see the live chat.
Wait, are we on air?
Yeah, it's live right there.
Okay.
And there's 1,000 viewers.
That means we'll be demonetized by YouTube.
Oh, so that's another topic. We can just jump into that if we want. So I have like 4 YouTube channels. All got demonetized. I mean, I was in.
You need 1,000 subscribers and like 4,000
watch hours. Yeah, so that breaks down to about 260,000 minutes yearly.
So what they did was they said
200,000.
They basically said we're getting way too much like content for us to handle, even with like their AI and everything else. So they can't handle it. So what they're saying is we don't want to have to monitor every single video. We just want to be like, if you're having a good potential of being an influencer or being a creative and you're doing a great job at it, where you have at least 1,000 subscribers and people are watching it, then they'll basically consider you. So I think that's kind of good. It sucks for us, right? But it's kind of good. But then I also heard some of the other people that are getting demonetized. I'm big into drones. One of the drone accounts that I follow, his name's Billy Kyle, and he just got a bunch of his videos. But he explained it. He was like, not only was it like demonetized, but the way that they demonetized it was very damaging to him, because they would demonetize right after he uploads or within the first 24 to 48 hours, which is basically when everybody views it the most, right? So it's really messing him up. So even if they do add that back up and, allow him to monetize it, it's already beyond that 24, 48 hour line where it has the potential to be played and, for him to make money off those views.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
So I am affected, right? I have 4 channels. I used to make a lot more money back in the day. Before I knew YouTube was blowing up, I had a couple websites and tech review sites and affiliate links. Now it's not that much, so I'm not mad. I wasn't living off of the money. But yeah, the requirements are basically to stop accounts and posting videos like, let's say, terrorist videos, right? You have to have an established account.
Well, we know it's not terrorist videos. We know it's all from Jake Paul.
Yeah, and Logan Paul and the whole suicide thing, and they changed their preferred advertisement platform. So it's just going to be more stricter rules to get in. Honestly, unless you were a top YouTuber, you weren't making that much money anyways. So it's really nothing to worry about. If you were a middle YouTuber, you should never really focus only your money, only YouTube. You should always diversify. Right, sell T-shirts, merchandise, have a separate website anyways.
Yeah, but this guy that does the drone YouTube stuff, he's got 30,000 subs, and his videos, none of it, look it up, Billy Kyle, none of his videos were of anything that was like either offensive or whatsoever. It was all just like educational stuff, or it'd be something along the lines of like, oh, this is what this particular app does for this drone, and that's all it really is. So just nothing crazy.
What's his name?
Billy Kyle. Kyle.
YLE?
Yeah, I think Billy Kyle YouTube. Go hit Billy Kyle right there.
Okay. I'm sharing my screen
for
those people watching the live subs. YouTube or the recorded YouTube version.
No, that's not the video. Just go to video.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. And he's really good, and he's young too. He's like a college kid, but he's like really good and thorough with what he talks about. Like,
yeah, he has under 1,000 views.
No, this is just posted like under an hour ago.
Let's see what his other views are going for. So 8,000,
go to this one. If you go to this one, which is a DJI Go app for the iPhone.
Yeah, I see the views here.
No, his views get thousands.
I see 27,000 right there.
No, there's another one that's got hundreds of thousands. Where he like did a walk.
36. I mean, these are average. What, sort by view count?
Yeah.
I'm sure he gets them, but I'm just saying this is what his standard is. So it's not like he was making a living.
He's not making a living. I'm not trying to demonstrate that he's making a living, but he's a college kid. And so anything that he was doing was at least helping him. For him doing that, this is his passion.
Right. Look, but again, he should have those other things where like he's doing affiliate linking. Oh, you want my drone?
He does that too. He does that too. But just the fact that this is another avenue where he loses income is shitty, considering he doesn't really do anything that's offensive, that breaks any standards by what YouTube now considers to be a video that should be demonetized.
Yeah.
Like
no, I get it. I agree. You're arguing the point of he shouldn't be included, but I'm arguing the point of I see why they're doing it overall, because they're just making it easier because there's too much video per minute to do anything about it.
I mean, but
the algorithm is not that smart. It will pick him. It'll pick him even though he's doing nothing wrong.
That's why I'm saying it's stupid in that regard. I agree with the whole entire, like, yes, you need 1,000 subscribers. You need to have X amount of views, because then it proves that you have some sort of legitimacy to it.
I had videos of my 2-year-old daughter, like, getting denied. Like, so I get it. Yeah. Okay, so next up, while I'm showing my screen, I thought this would be fun for you. Read the title. If it loads, let's reload it. I thought we could talk about this. Everybody wants to talk about.
Right out in the open. Let's right in front of. I hope like a very awkward couple comes in.
Oh, if you're lucky, if it doesn't load.
What a shame! It's not loading.
It's Panera's blocking it. So
is it really?
I don't know. I don't know why it's not loading. I just refreshed.
You want to hyperlink it to me?
Is it because I'm on VPN or something?
No. Oh, well, if you're on VPN, maybe, but I've been able to access a lot of, other kinds of websites.
Let's take it off.
Just tell me what the title is.
So the title was 40 Best Dating Tips for Men Over 40.
Fuck you. Can't talk to me. Let's just skip right over this because I'm not 40 yet. Next. Next.
I thought there was some good topics on it. I guess it's not loading up, so we'll skip it. I mean, plus we're in a public place, so it's a little bit harder.
What a shame. It's not even funny. I'm not over 40. I'm not even 39 yet. Get out of here. Next topic. Let's go.
You want some salt for your salt? Okay. Next topic. Do we have any questions? No questions. All right. I have the Super Bowl is coming up.
Do you even watch sports like that?
No, I don't. I mean, I understand it, right? I don't. I guess I don't care for it.
Who are you rooting for?
I enjoy it when I watch it, or if I'm with my friends. I understand it, right? But
Who are you rooting for?
Okay. Who am I rooting for, and who's gonna win, and who I'm betting on? These are all different questions. So who am I
Wait, are you
rooting
betting?
for? I already bet.
Who? Tell us your bet.
Well, okay. So let me answer the first question. Who am I rooting for? I'm rooting for the Eagles.
Okay.
Okay. Who did I bet with? I bet with Keely. I have $50 on the Patriots.
Oh, I thought you bet like sports betting.
No, I can go online. I have online betting too, so I can go.
Okay. So you basically.
I know the Patriots are gonna win.
Oh, because Brady's a goat. But what I'm saying is, you're basically hedging your bet so that you root for the Eagles, so that if they win, yes, I was rooting for them.
Sure.
But
I'm losing.
You're gonna bet
every time you go like this, it's like that.
But you're gonna bet exactly. You're gonna bet.
Panera's having an earthquake. Yes,
Patriots.
exactly. But
and that makes sense because then you win.
Though.
Yeah, but then you'll be like, it's.
Well,
all
what does
good.
it matter if I win? I don't have any like.
No, but then you'll be like, the team I was rooting for.
Loyalty or anything to this team. I don't care if they win. Great. I don't get anything out of it, but I'm losing money.
But those commercials, though, that's what we really want to see.
I like the commercials. No, I know. I'll enjoy it.
And
I'll get into
commercials, who's our first sponsor?
Our sponsor is Spindrift.
Square. It should be Panera. So
yeah, they're sponsoring our Wi-Fi and our heat and electricity right now.
It is so hot in here.
It is. There's a fireplace right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving on.
Sure.
Because it's a quick one. All right, where are we? We got the AirPods, right?
Oh no, we didn't talk about the AirPods. Let's talk.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Oh, right here.
I saw. Hold on. When Gio first walked in, you made a reference to my headset because I have a new headset. So I'm like, yeah, this is my new headset, and I thought you were genuinely interested, but you weren't interested in my headset. You wanted to tell me about your headset.
I mean, I was.
You know what the funny thing was? I saw it on your ear, and I'm just like, whatever. Like I didn't even make the connection. And then I came back, and then we're talking about it. I was like, okay, I see it now. And to me, I'm just like, But it's good to see that you're buying Apple.
See? So when I actually told our other friend John about this, I said, John would be truly interested in the story and about the why I bought it and where it came from. I said, Jin will just be interested because of the shock value and because, oh my God, I'm buying Apple. But I mean, I say it all the time.
One little statement.
I like Apple. I have Apple products.
Do you have other Apple products?
Yeah, I have an iPad. I have a MacBook Pro. I've had iPhones in
the
the
MacBook
past.
Pro was for work. The iPad, maybe that's a different story. But did you actually buy it?
I have them. Okay. I use them. There's different purposes of why I might use it. But anyways, so long story short, because it is a very long story. I don't know
20 minutes. Let's go.
How much you guys care about it. I don't want to get too technical. So I'll try to make it shorter. If you guys are interested in my full review, maybe I'll tweet me. Maybe I'll make a video about it, or hit me up. We'll talk. I like talking about it. So, long story short, I've been really interested in wireless earbuds where there's no wire. They're very small and portable. Has a battery charging case for months now. I would say.
But you bought one.
I bought many. I've probably tried in my ear about 7, and I've probably reviewed close to 20. I have a YouTube video out. It's not published yet, but I've made one comparing some models, and I've been really into it. And I'm at the level where now I'm spending more money. So I've tried $20 ones. I've tried $40, $50 ones, 60. I've tried $130 ones, and now next I have to get to $200 and $300 ones. So these here, the Apple AirPods, are $159. So I'm at them right now. I'm really enjoying them. So there's a lot of things that I like. There's some things that I don't.
How's the battery life?
But if I end up liking these enough where I'm going to stick with them, I probably won't go into the $200 and $300 range and try them. How's the battery life? I don't know. I just got them last night, so not even 24 hours. So we'll find out.
Loud when you're listening to music?
It gets decently loud, yeah. It doesn't.
What I'm saying is,
there's certain things like it doesn't drown out. Maybe some people like to hear their environment. Maybe some people like to drown out their environment. The bass and the treble is pretty good.
So what I'm trying to get at is it more of a like headset where you can use to kind of have conversations and you're talking, or is it more of a headset that you can use at the gym and you're not gonna have to worry about sweat, you're not gonna have to worry about like running and falling off?
I would say the first one. It's more of an everyday casual headset you can use for that you can use for every day, for work, for casual music. Going to the gym, you can use them. They do have accessories that make them fit in your ear, or more sweat protectant, or so you can hang them on your neck if you want. But I would say they're not primarily gym headphones.
Okay. So that kind of leads me to talk about these, which I'm holding up a pair of headsets that I just bought. It's been about a week, maybe not even. So these are the Kenevo. It's a BTH 240. The version before this was the 220. And I loved it. I had it for like 5 years, and it was awesome. I mean, like, it was so great that I bought this one, right, which is the upgraded version. But if you give me an idea of how great this one was, the older model, I accidentally washed it in the washer in my pants, and then I put it in the dryer, and it still worked for like
waterproof?
2 weeks. No, not at all. But it did work for 2 weeks. And then, so I wish it was a little bit louder, but at the same time, it's definitely not.
I remember those being pretty loud.
They are fairly loud. What I'm saying is, like, if you want to be like hardcore with it, but anyway.
Well, because they're just on top.
Exactly.
So there's like words. I'm probably saying the word circumaural, or so there's ones that cover your ear, on top of your ear, in your ear. So those are just on top.
Yeah, these ones, it has a soft fabric. And what I really love about these, it was like 30, not even like $25, I think it was. The battery life is amazing. It's got all the controls. It flips and folds. And again, I'm a cheapskate when it comes to these things, especially when the technology is that good. I just got to go with it, and I'm used to it. So I bought the upgraded model. So,
I was going to say, no, you've been talking about them for a while. He would recommend them. How much do they cost?
I want to say it's like $22.
$22.
We'll link it.
Everybody's got their own needs and why they like things. Maybe yours is price. Maybe yours is audio quality or the volume of it. I know these, for one, like say my wife, right? She has small ears, so she can't put stuff in. So these sitting on top of your ear with the hook would probably be better. But I also know that she doesn't like things covering her ear, because if you're at the gym and sweating, you get hotter because they're on your ear. So everybody likes different things.
I kind of like that functionality, because then it drowns out all the other noise and it allows me to focus and listen to my music and do whatever I want to do. So
that's our mini tech review headphone section.
Wait, I got more tech though, if we're going to stay on tech.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about the new announcement from DJI, which it's underwhelming actually. They made a big press conference and they try to make it like a big deal. So what they did was they announced the new Mavic drone, which when I heard about it, I was like so excited.
The Mavic Air.
It's called the Mavic Air. And this is
between
a Spark and a Mavic Pro. Now Mavic Pro is what I have, which I love already. I actually have it right there. I already love it because it's so tiny, it's foldable. Like everything about this drone is just amazing.
If you're watching the video podcast on YouTube right now, we're showing the drone. If I keep talking.
So like this drone is already tiny as heck. It does everything that I need to do. Oh, and then on top of that, my case, I have, all right, so there's one battery in the drone. There's 2, 3, and then I actually have another battery that's underneath the remote controller. So I have 4 batteries that can fit into the drone, which means I can fly for well over an hour, maybe even an hour and a half with all of this tech. And it's something that I already love. So I was hoping for like a Mavic Pro 2, which all I really want is a better camera. And I know they're capable of doing it.
It's definitely not. I saw Casey's review. The newest news of Casey Neistat after this, but I saw Casey's Mavic Air.
Oh, I wasn't finished talking about like
review. Oh, we're still talking about the Mavic Air.
Well, yeah, okay, I was trying to tell you why I was disappointed in it, because what they did was instead of trying to like advance it, the technology is a little bit better, but instead of making it,
price point,
they basically wanted to find a new product, not a new product line, but they wanted to make an offering for somebody that's in between, right? So they already have, or they're thinking about, or they're looking at a Spark and they're like, it's $400, but they're like, I don't want to buy a Mavic Pro because it's $1,000. So they brought this in at $800.
You know why though? If you're a pro, shooting pro, and you buy the Phantom 4 or you buy the Mavic Pro, you already have a lot of equipment. You have your big shooters and your cameras, so they know that you're going to buy that and you're going to do it anyways. They're trying to tap into the new market because you guys already have drones. They want to tap the guys that want the portability, the
right. So like I said, what they're doing is they're catering to the business as opposed to what the true demand, I think, which would be more important, more relevant to the people that create. Like, I love the portability of the Mavic, which is why I won't get a Phantom 4, even if they come out with a Phantom 5 Pro, unless if it's that portable, not conducive for what I need to do. But at the same time, I wish the camera was better. And if you look at the camera on the Phantom 4 Pro, it's just as tiny. So I think they're very capable of putting that 1-inch CMOS sensor into the Mavic Pro 2.
You know how they're catering to the creators though? Because I saw it nonstop on my Twitter feed. And all the creators are getting Mavic Airs in their hand to review first, to play with. And, maybe somebody that is a YouTuber that doesn't have a drone yet, that's maybe where they'll go to. Because the better build quality and the things that they're doing with it's a little bit cheaper. So, I mean, they're catering to them, but maybe not the specific set that you're in.
Yeah, I mean, again,
because even Casey's switching.
Yeah, I mean, I love it for what it is in terms of some of the technology that they advanced in it with all the new vision positioning sensors and the new autonomous flight features like Boomerang and Arctic or whatever, Asteroid it's called. It's really cool. It's innovative in that regard. But I'm like, if they can innovate on that, why not innovate on the technology altogether? I guess that's asking for too much, and maybe that's the reason. So, but yeah, I am a little bit disappointed. But I also have a good feeling that a Mavic Pro 2 will be announced. I would say in the next 6 months. Within the next 6 months, I think they're going to announce the Mavic Pro 2. And again, I'm just really crossing my fingers that they just put a better camera in there. That's all I want. I can care less if it's going to fly higher, longer, faster, more durable. No, more durable would be nice because the gimbal right now on the Mavic 2 is a little bit sluggish and wonky and flimsy. So, yeah, Mavic Pro 2, please. If you're listening, DJI, tweet Geo.
DJI is listening to this podcast. So the last topic I had for this short podcast was, I guess, kind of going back to Casey Neistat, and we were talking a lot about him. He just announced, we're big fans of his, and we follow his channel.
I don't really watch his videos anymore. But I did at one point, and I did watch his whole, not the whole thing, but he's talking about,
So
departing.
I still do. I actually caught up on 8 videos last night, so perfect timing for this podcast. So that's why I'm up to date on everything. I still watch his videos. I also subscribe to Beme and watch them religiously.
What do you think about them as a news network?
I like news like that because I don't really care for mainstream news. So
I like far left.
Yeah, I like people in the middle. I like reading different opinions. I like when people are journalists and they're my age and not 63 talking about analog watches when it's the smartwatch age. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So I like Philip DeFranco. I like Viceland and Beme reminds me of that kind of stuff. So it's Beme, B-E-M-E. It used to be a company that Casey, we're having more visitors in our office. It used to be a video app that Casey used to own and lead, and CNN bought them, and now they're a news outlet. But I think it's news for today's people. And so I watch them, and they do a lot of reports. Do you watch any of their things?
I tried watching one of their things. It just, I don't know.
They go over news that's important, but also it's not mainstream, right? So the one I watched last night was about evicting people from China. and how they rate their citizens. Kind of like the last episode where we talked about the Black Mirror episode, where what if you walked around being rated by people? Well, real quick, we have, let's say, people that do the menial work that people might think, like the janitors or the kitchen people, right? You would think like immigrants from Mexico or something like that. For here in the States, in Dubai, it's like people from Pakistan or India or something like that. It's people from China. So it's their own citizens, but they're using a rating system the government gives them from birth. If you get speeding tickets, if you do different things, if you break the rule of having more than one kid, you get a different rating. By getting a different rating and being born outside of Beijing, right, the main capital, that you get a lower rating and you get evicted from your home. And they're using a recent fire of an old building code to say this is why we're kicking them out, because we need to rebuild. And it's just
like eminent domain, basically.
Yeah,
it's like the American version of eminent domain.
Yeah, or it could be not really gentrification, but could be. But it's just interesting stuff. Like even if you're a fan of Viceland, they have shows about weed, marijuana, or sexual shows or whatever it is. Just not your stuff that's on mainstream. So I enjoy it. Check it out if you like kind of stuff like that. But we veered off. Casey Neistat, the one of the heads of Beme, even though it was bought by CNN. He's leaving. Him and Matt Hackett are parting ways.
Let's talk about this. He was with Beme. He sold Beme to CNN
for like 3 years.
$25 million.
Yeah.
He's been with them for a little bit over a year now, right? Or is it under?
So what people don't know too, yes, he was. He's staying on, I think, as creative director or something like that, maybe. But what people also don't know is when companies get bought and sold in startups, the plan usually is that CEO only stays on for like a year or two and they leave. It's always like that. That's what it is. I've seen it at my company that I work at. I've seen it many times.
But what I'm saying is,
so it's bound to happen. I knew it was coming.
But is he, the way that he's departing, is he still getting his full paycheck and even care? I mean, he's already got tons of money.
No, he's leaving. So. He's going to be a consultant, I think, and give him creative information, but he's gone. He's done. Him and Matt.
But did he already take that $25 million, or is there a stipulation that says if you're going to leave early?
Oh yeah, he got the 25. Yeah, I'm sure you get it, and then you sign a contract and saying when you're going to leave. Damn. And he probably had to pay his investors, so he didn't get $25 million. He had to pay all the investors.
There's a percentage of it, but either way, that's just how the business would flow, anyways.
Yeah. So I mean, not a big deal to me, big shock to me. I mean, I'm still gonna follow him. He's still probably gonna do more YouTube stuff, start another company. I'm not mad at him. I totally understand and get where he's coming from.
Cool.
Cool.
No, cool.
Anything else you want to talk about before we end this episode?
I think so.
No.
Oh, is it?
All right. So from live at Panera, we're wrapping it up. And
our new studio.
You guys haven't subscribed to us to watch us live on YouTube. It's Random Tech. So that's Random T3K. Subscribe, get notifications, watch us live.
And all we need is another like 982 plus 300.
Yes, so we can make money.
50,000 hours of views, and then we can start to monetize.
Let's make a milestone. How about this? I was gonna say 100th episode. Let's make merch, but you want to do it at like 50?
Let's do it at 30, bro.
30. Dude, we're at 29. That's next episode.
Done. Let's do it. Let's sell some merch.
I don't know. Tweet us. Let us know what you think.
What kind of merch? Tweet us the kind of merch that you guys would want.
Dad hats.
Okay.
Shirts,
what was it
hoodies.
No. I think it has to be something like cool, like
sleeveless shirts.
Hey, sleeveless shirts are in. No, well, I think it would be something that's like really cool. Would be like a black shirt that says like 2RD, and then it has to have like something referencing you having it on while you're having sex.
Yeah, it has to be a black shirt, and you have to have sex in it. All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace.
Roll that outro.
Bloop, bloop.